Okay, welcome back. This will be a very brief NFL update. Just a couple of signings and a couple of retirements to announce. So the Bears have signed Case Keenum. He spent last year with the Houston Texans. Seems like this guy just kind of bounces around from year to year, different teams. So I'm sure if you're used to that, I'm sure he's probably used to that by now. But for me personally, if I move, I'd rather make sure I'm staying there for more than 1 year rather than, okay, after the season's done, let's go find another place and find another house. No, I'm good on that. I hate moving, so I couldn't imagine moving from state to say the least. Uh, so this one's a little puzzling as Trey Lance, who looked like he was going to be the future quarterback for the San Francisco 49ers. They obviously drafted Brock Purdy as well. He ended up being the guy for them. So Trey Lance was let go essentially and traded to the Dallas Cowboys last year. And he was a backup to Dak Prescott, and now he's going to be backing up Justin Herbert in Los Angeles as he has signed with the Chargers. So Terran Armstead, I do believe is how you pronounce his name, has announced his retirement after 13 seasons in the National Football League. So as an offensive lineman, I don't know. I could be mistaken on this, and please correct me if I'm wrong. But I don't find if you're like an offensive lineman, or if you're a defensive lineman, you have that long of a career compared to like a receiver or a quarterback. I mean, Brady played till he's in his 40s. A lot of these old line guys can't do that because your bodies are just too beat up. Think about it. As an offensive lineman, you're having people charge at you all the time because they want to hit your quarterback, hit your running back, get after you. So there's probably a lot of bumps and bruises along the way for O linemen, and same would go for defensive linemen because you're always trying to go after somebody. So I'm sure your body will be hurting after a certain amount of time. Now, I don't have a breaking news for this one, but this is something that I just read as Julio Jones has announced his retirement from the National Football League. My apologies. Um, he didn't play this past season, and a lot of people were speculating maybe he'll wait a year then come back. But or a lot of people probably have said once you miss a year, you're more than likely going to retire. So it's probably a 50-50 coin flip at that point. I don't have a whole lot of stats to talk about, but I will announce that the four teams that he did play for were the Atlanta Falcons. He played for them from 2011 to 2020. He would sign a 1 year deal with Tennessee in 2021. And 2022 signed a 1 year deal with Tampa Bay, and then 2023 signed a 1 year deal with the Philadelphia Eagles. Unfortunately, on all four teams, he wasn't able to win a Super Bowl. The closest he came was in the 2016-17 season when Atlanta went to the Super Bowl, and they unfortunately blew that infamous 28-3 lead. In 2021 with Tennessee, they made it to a divisional round. They lost to Cincinnati. 2022, Tampa Bay would make it to a divisional round. They'd lose to Detroit. And 2023, Philadelphia would get bounced in the first round of the wild card matchup to Tampa Bay, one of his former teams. So, um, is Julio Jones worth Hall of Fame? I think because of his numbers and his stats, I'd probably say yes. But I always feel that just with any sport, if you aren't able to win a championship, how much does that go against you when it comes to the Hall of Fame ballots? I'm sure we'll find out in 5 years, whenever the time comes for Julio to get inducted. But I always found it was a little unfair if you aren't able to. If you put up like great season numbers or you win a number of awards, then that should be good enough credentials. But I always feel that without a ring, it's pretty tough to make it into Canton. All right, that's going to take care of this very quick and brief recap. As always, if you're new to this channel and you like this type of content, feel free to hit the sub button. I'd be very grateful and very appreciative as well. Until next time, and as always, take care.